her eyes change, pitch black. You're gonna see her facial features change. Look at her neck. It's gonna look like something is coming out of her neck or coming into her neck. It's very, very satanic and very disgusting looking. You can see her eyes turn pitch black. Can you see that, folks?
To it as Sasha Fierce,
Sasha was in full effect. Sasha is my alter ego.
But as you'll see, this demon even manifests itself through her while she's on stage. A little side note, her husband Jay-Z has been pictured wearing a shirt that says, "Do what thou wilt." A quote from the occultist Aleister Crowley, who called himself the most evil man who ever lived and the beast himself. The demonic realm is real, and we're starting to see it manifest itself more in the public eye.
Totally free. She said she saw young people locked in heavy metal chains while Illuminati activities were done on them.
There are 3-4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars of children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children to horse stables and have horses and dogs with them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang children upside down in satanic ritual meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get blood dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Who are these under 18-year-olds? And where were their parents when this wickedness was being done?
I guess I wouldn't be very entertaining on the stage. So Sasha comes out and she's fearless. You know, she can do things that I cannot do when I'm in rehearsal. I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me, and I knew that was gonna be my coming out night for the BET.
In later years, Diddy implemented a curfew for children.
The kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, but this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want.
These freak-off parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children.
The elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler, and we can give those names all day, and everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and Inwood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing. What Amber Alert did you receive?
Before his arrest, disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was famous for holding his annual 4th of July party in the Hamptons. All of the well-known partygoers wore white, and it wasn't.
The time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15.
In witchcraft, you are bowed to the systems of the world.
Doing witchcraft. She even exposed the demonic meaning behind Jay-Z's stage name and the real meaning behind Beyoncé calling her fans the Beehive.
In witchcraft, why you think that man call himself?
We'll come back to it when we talk about what happens to people who refuse to play along with his system. Notice the timeline here. Beyoncé at 15, Aaliyah at 16, Rihanna at 15. This isn't coincidence, this is methodology. Jay-Z has been using his industry position to access and exploit M's for over 30 years, and he's developed a system for doing it.
And then she looked over where Jay-Z's box was, and then you just see her head what that is?
I have no idea.
Well, you don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lie.
We're peeling back the layer.
You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened.
You know what's gangster? I own Sony's publishing. Every time Beyonce and Jay-Z make a song, Michael was getting a check. The girl is mine.
Your publishing's mine.
It's gangster.
Is it important for you to be here, and what do you think of the support of Reverend Al Sharpton?
I think it's important to be here. I'm not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for all artists. Those great artists who pioneered, you know, entertainment business, as well as songwriting, as well as incredible staging. You know, the fact that they have been taken by the system, totally broken them financially.
We must put an end to this racism. Racism is bad. Tommy Mottola made some very racist remarks. But what he said was to one of the artists who work at Sony. He has a contract with the company. And he called him a fat black nigger.
Throughout the years,
doing?
black artists are taken advantage of. Record companies really do conspire against the artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the black artists.
We ain't got no time to waste.
Sony, Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very devilish. First of all, anyway, first let me say, I really don't like to talk that much. I really don't. I prefer to perform than talk, but you know, let me just say this. The tradition of great performers from, and I really want you to hear what I have to say. The tradition of great performers from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. The story is usually the same though, you know, these guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad, and the story is very sad in the end, because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony, being the artist that I am at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them.
Yeah!
We can't let them get away with what they're trying to do, because now I'm a free agent. I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs, which I've written ages ago. Because every album that I record, I write, like, literally, I'm telling you the truth, I write at least 120 songs every album I do. So I can do the box set and just give them any 2 songs. So I'm leaving Sony a free agent. Owning half of Sony. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know.
Tell him! Tell it, Michael! Tell the story!
But, so, the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I've always said, you know, good art never dies. Thank you. I love Unbreakable. You know. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
I want to tap her ass, man.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. I want to tap her ass, man.
We need lovers, we'll have to die before we do all we can.
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Oh, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Many children will have to cry before we all take a stand. Helping one
Jackson. And thank you for blessing us with all the years of your wonderful music. I love you, and everyone else does. Happy birthday, Michael Jackson.
We're in Las Vegas, and yeah, time to talk about it, right? But it's one of P. Diddy's famous parties, and Michael never goes to parties. He's not into that scene, but he had a crush on Beyonce. He really fancied Beyonce. He thought he had a chance, right? So he heard Beyonce was at this party. So we turn up. Mark comes with us. We turn up at the door. They couldn't believe it was Michael, the bodyguards, and then in the end, P. Diddy come out. And sort of Michael let us in, and he sat down to him, and he said, he whispered in his ear, and he said, "Is Beyonce here?" And she just left, and that was it. Michael was gone. We're back to the hotel again.
He was there for what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, he was there like 10 minutes. As soon as he found out Beyonce was gone, he said, "I want to tap her ass, man."
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Footage that just surfaced showing none other than Beyoncé looking literally possessed during a live performance. And you already know social media is on fire with theories, especially with all those recent rumors about Queen Bee supposedly taking part in Diddy's freak-off rituals. And now fans are also drawing parallels between these past allegations about Beyoncé practicing witchcraft and these recent reports about Diddy's interest in the occult. There's a lot coming out now about Diddy's supposed involvement in some type of twisted twisted ritual, and how it all ties back to the people who allegedly control Hollywood and the entire entertainment industry. And I know it sounds wild, y'all, but at this point, I think quite literally anything is possible when it comes to these celebs. So let's jump right in and dissect this mess.
I slept on a mat on the floor. I swallowed a sword. I levitated. Went to the basement, confessed my sins, and was baptized in a river. Got on my knees and said amen, and said I mean. I whipped my own back and asked for dominion at your feet. I threw myself into a volcano. I drank the blood and drank the wine. I sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil.
So those witchcraft.
And then one day, I didn't even invite Mike to the party. Mike just showed up at the party. And guess what he was looking for?
Dip? I don't know. That's what I would be looking for.
So I'm in the party, I'm hosting, you know, I'm being the hostess with the mostest and everything, and then, you know, the security, they come over to me, they say, Mr. Combs, Mr. Michael Jackson is here to see you. I'm like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So then I go and I find Mike. I'm like, Mike, what's up? What you doing here? Yeah. Thanks for coming. And then so I get him a booth. We go to the booth. We start chit-chatting. And so right there, he has his arm, bring that up so they can see his arm around me. But then you don't see the shot of him whispering in my ear. Right after the shot was taken, he whispers in my ear. He says, where's Beyonce?
Really? Really? Wow. Wow. She was at the party.
He came to the party to holler at Beyonce. This was before Jay-Z though, you know what I'm saying? He came to the party to holler at Beyonce, finds her and dances with Beyonce in the party.
Cool.
Yeah. Mike was smooth, Jack.
And whenever he get like asked for awards to be given to him, because all the time people were trying to give him World Award, this award, he'd always request, I'll take the award as long as Beyonce presents it to me. He had this mad crush on Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole PD thing, did you see anything?
First, I'd like to thank God. First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible. First, I'd like to thank God who makes all things possible. First of all, I'd like to thank God who's...
Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Michael Jackson, I see you. Just as soon as I die. She knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Michael Jackson, I see you. Just as soon as I die. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And deep down she knows. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Michael Jackson, I see you. Just as soon as I die. She knows. She knows. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Michael Jackson, I see you. Just as soon as I die. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And deep down she knows. Rest in peace to Left Eye. Michael Jackson, I see you. Just as soon as I die. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows.
Here's the truth, eliminated. Dame Dash witnessed Jay-Z's deviant behavior, systematically destroyed. Aaliyah rejected his advances, died in a plane crash. Kathy White was pregnant with his child, mysterious aneurysm. Each elimination follows the same pattern. First, isolate the threat. Then, destroy their credibility. Finally, remove them entirely while maintaining plausible deniability. Chris Brown was just another target in this machine, but his destruction was the most public and the most calculated. But don't take our word for it. Listen to the industry professionals who witnessed it firsthand.
People have celebrities.
Here's
Now, there have been theories thrown around that Diddy may have been involved in Michael Jackson's passing. People also think that he may have had a hand in Aaliyah's passing. And there's some pretty hard evidence that Diddy has had a hand in some other pretty famous celebrities passing. Now, because of this, many celebrities seem to almost fear Beyoncé.
This was not to up my career. This was not to jumpstart my drumsticks, my CDs, my music, my label. I don't want anything to do with this. If you even offered me money, if anybody was offering money for interviews, I would not take it. I don't want anything to do with this person. Like, I want it dead. And it's even as far as me taking the legal matter and taking steps into putting it on writing and saying it, you know, literally, that I don't want anything to do with this entire situation, with her money, with whatever she's got going on. I found a lot of my intellectual property stolen by her, my ideas, my drawings, the things I say, the things I do. She's even encouraged other celebrities to also steal and copy my ideas and things like that. So this has been a complete nightmare. I've been absolutely, like, I don't want to say the word, but just brutally with this entire situation of her trying to control everything that I'm doing and where I'm going. I mean, I've even traveled to different cities and been followed with this witchcraft stuff, and it's like, so it's completely compelled me to go into the light, go straight to God. Like, I don't need a third party, like, completely be very nice, be very loving, you know, step in light, you know, stay away from conflict, because there's negative energy going on, and I don't know who to trust anymore, like, at all. Not that I'm like paranoid or anything, but energetically now, because of this situation, I'm absolutely trained now to know who's good for me and who is not.
Family act like they're part of a cult. When NBA legend Magic Johnson appeared on the Jennifer Hudson Show in March, he talked about starring in Michael Jackson's video for Remember the Time, and he praised MJ, saying there's no one else who could do what he did during his lifetime.
Michael was able to do. She created it, built it, ran it, did a wonderful job.
I love just sitting hearing from you about the greats, and from a great, this is gold, right, y'all? It's golden.
And I'm talking to a great.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
it's all good.
You were just at the unveiling of the Kobe Bryant statue in LA. What did that mean to you?
Yeah.
As you can see, Beyoncé wasn't even part of the discussion. Nobody brought her up at all. But that didn't stop her cousin, Angela Beyoncé, from jumping on Instagram to announce that Beyoncé is the next Michael Jackson. Angela shared a story in response to a clip of Magic Johnson praising MJ for doing what no other artist can, and she added, "I went on 16 tours with Beyoncé. There is one woman on this earth, but just when you thought it couldn't get any more insane, a video popped up showing a woman from Oyotunji African Village in South Carolina claiming that Beyoncé was initiated there when she was just 13. The woman pointed to a statue of the village Beyoncé's album Lemonade as evidence that she was referencing these practices and rituals.
I swallowed a sword. I levitated. Went to the basement, confessed my sins, and was baptized in a river. Got on my knees and said amen, and said I mean. I whipped my own back and asked for dominion at your feet. I threw myself into a volcano. I drank the wine. I sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil. I grew thickened skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the whole.
They were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon. And that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed. But when you get into that spiritual realm stuff, it was when people they went and they paid homage to certain sacrifices and homage to certain idols. And on the third day, they would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have each other. It was the last day of the full moon. We land on 12, 12, and 12. That's when ritual sacrifices and prayers and everything was given to certain idols. They drank, they be merry and be happy, and the men would give gifts to each other and have sex with each other.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who may be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Talk to me.
I can't talk about it over the phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel in my soul, only God knows, they could shoot me. They could stab me. They could frame me and say I overdosed you with drugs. They can do a lot of things.
Who could do these things?
It's not the government. It's more than the government. But I don't know, Teacher. I don't care. They can take me. I don't even care my life anymore. I just want my children to be okay. My angels. I want them to be safe.
Michael.